Good morning, my fellow TBCians all over the world. My name is Jasper Ikebu. Once again, I want to greet all of you and appreciate everyone in the community for the wonderful work everybody is doing to grow the community, for keeping faith with TBC community. I will not quantify the amount of benefits that I have derived from being a member of this community because it is a community with a great vision and mission, community that has brought a lot of enlightenment, that has brought a lot of exposure, that has brought a lot of um, benefits beyond compare to the members who have agreed to align themselves with the vision and mission of the community. Those who are not in a hurry, those who believe in working things out in order to benefit, those who believe in laying a very solid foundation before expecting the benefit, those who believe that a worker has his wages, who are not just determined to get something today and it must be today and nothing more. Those are the people who are always asking for exchange. Where can my TBC, if I get this TBC coin, when will it become money? Can I exchange it? Those are people who fall to scammers, who fall to all sort of fraud in the name of exchange, and those who will never align with the vision of the TBC. Because if TBC is exchangeable as it is today, that will bring it downfall. And that is against the tenets of the community and what it stands for. Many of us are aware that even nations, countries can come together and decide to create economic community. We have something like sub-regional organizations like ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States. East African states have their own community. North African states have their own community. European Union have their own community. United States have come together and decided to be a union with the same economy. United Kingdom came together to have an economy. So we, the TBC community, is a private society that have also come together and want to build an economy with so much benefit for all the members, that is determined to create an abundance and prosperity for all its members. But before that, a great and solid foundation has to be laid. And so, why are we so much in a hurry to make our building rise when the foundation is not yet established or firmly established? We should ask ourselves, like Randy was saying the other day, Are you a contributor to the society or a benefactor? Are you a contributor or a benefactor? In what way are you a contributor? Are you a broadcaster? Are you referring people to the community to make it rise? Have you joined in the contest? Are you participating in somebody meetings? Are you attending broadcasters meetings? Are you even training others to become broadcasters? Look, we should not be dormant. We should not be redundant. We should not sleep when we're expecting when enemy is on rampage. We can't be sleeping when enemies are on rampage. If we sleep, it's going to be very disastrous, because the elites are not sleeping. They are manipulating, designing, formulating different designs and machinations in order to cage us, in order to blind us, in order to continue to make us foolish and to be lazy, to think, to reason, in all ramifications. Randy Wilson have been emphasizing on the need to watch the video, The Truman Show, and to read the book, The Art of Living, because of the great exposure it's bringing to us on exactly what is happening in our community, in our environment, in the nations where we live. It cuts across. There is no nation that is free. All nations are entangled in this very issue of man dominating man. Man trying to bring others into servitude, into slavery, considering all the other people who does not belong to the cartel, to serve them, and not ever be prepared, in fact to be comfortable with wherever we are, to see it as a way of life. Whether we are drinking water that is not pure, whether we are using some product that is designed to make us zombie, or to take us to early grave, like some vaccinations, some chips, which from what we heard will soon be inserted in the bodies of everyone, so that we'll be monitored, we'll not have our privacy again, we'll not have any means of saying we want to do anything in secret that the elites will not know. So all these things are their plans, which means they are not sleeping. Even some news that we hear, that will be carefully planned and designed to look real, and we are falling for it. Little do we know that some of those fake news are just meant to divert our attention and distract us from the reality, while they continue to carry on with what they are doing without let up. It is one thing to take a horse to the river, but it's another thing to force it to drink the water. The TBC admin have really designed this platform, set up this mission in motion, so that whoever has an ear to listen should listen. Because sometimes when I explain TBC to some people, it baffles me how people reason. And I think their poor reasoning is because of lack of exposure. And then you see the truism in the statement that whoever is not informed is deformed. You see deformation of all sorts, deformation of reasoning, deformation of actions, deformation of character, deformation of ability to in fact attitude to everything that they do because of lack of information. And the lack of information has degenerated to the extent that they don't even want to know. Because it is not a problem that we don't know, but it's a problem that we don't even know that we don't know. And more of a problem that we don't know, and we don't know that we don't know, and we don't even want to know. That's a big problem. How can you be sounding warning, giving warning on signs of danger, looking around, and like asking somebody, hey, wake up, go out, run away. The danger is impending, is very much close, free for your life. And somebody is still fumbling and wobbling and, dragging his feet and asking some silly questions, failing to understand the true meaning of what is happening around us. Everything is not safe now. Everything is not safe. Water is not safe. Food is not safe. Transportation is not safe. Even fellow humans, we are not safe with fellow humans. At place of work, people are being exploited. We cannot guarantee at work. And not even guaranteeing our work, how do we know that we will not be relieved of our job the next day? We cannot trust the doctors. We can't trust the lawyers. We can't trust the military. We can't trust the police. We can't trust just anybody. And these are people who are meant to serve as a protection for us. And we have seen all these things. And TBC has come for rescue, to rescue us from this type of, iron-fisted chain bondage that we are being held under. To say, hey, embrace liberation. Embrace liberation. You can be free, financially free, morally free, socially free, and what have you. And then it's so difficult for people to understand it. So my fellow TBCians, why I encourage you, I want to say to those who have not yet embraced TBC to see beyond the obvious and see how you can, reason, align yourself with TBC when you start, you pay your admin fee and register and start. Know that Rome is not built in a day. You have to calm down and step by step understand. But the important thing that you have done is that you have joined the community. But there are so many things you have to learn. There are so many things you have to learn. You have to learn how to go about improving your fortune in the TBC community. You have to learn about reasons why you should be in the community. Because it's not enough to be in the community and you cannot defend it. You cannot tell people why you are there. You have to learn enough reasons why you are there. It is that conviction that you've convinced yourself that will help you to convince others. You need to learn this dichotomy, 99% and 1%. Elites making up the 1% and the 99%. What is the 99% doing? What is 1% doing? You know that it is ridiculous. It is a shame that 1% will be controlling 99%, and there is nothing the 99% can do about it. And there is nothing that 99% can do about it. While the 1% is waxing stronger on daily basis, manipulating us like remote control, and then ordering us around and telling us what we need to do at any point in time. And we seem not to care. And we are comfortable with that. That is why, like I said, think about that. Think about that. That will give you an idea of why you are in TBC. Now, learn about different methods of approaching TBC to help others to join the community. By the way, why are you inviting others, making the community grow when it doesn't even matter much in how much your fortune is growing? Because if you are attending some button meetings and you're doing broadcast, you're surely growing your income. Your currency is growing in TBC. So why must you refer people? You refer people because you are aligning yourself with TBC. You are not just there. You are interested in making it work. You are interested in helping others to help themselves. You are interested in solving poverty problem. You are interested in solving scarcity problem. You are interested in solving pollution problem, environmental problem, social problem. You're interested in solving them. And you solve them when others, you know that you cannot do it alone. Teamwork. Bring people into the community so the community will continue to grow. If you're looking at the Kringle Cashback Office, you'll be seeing the number that is joining TBC every day. And you should ask yourself, what effort am I making? Do the right thing. Align yourself with what TBC is doing. Do the right thing. Do the broadcast. Attend somebody's meeting. Talk to people. Learn how to talk to them more effectively. If you do all this, whether somebody joined you or somebody don't join you, but you would have satisfied your conscience that you were doing something to grow the community. And in fact, somebody who does not join you directly may join you indirectly. Yes, he may join you indirectly. You may not know. You may be after. The person will continue to ponder. He may not even be in an environment where you can see him, but then he would have, grasped the opportunity. So keep walking. it is the only person that fails to make progress as for somebody who is not doing anything. So I want to appeal to us. We should not relent. The year is going gradually. We are now in April. And I tell you that very soon, somebody called or sent a text to Randy Wilson the other day and said the community is not growing. I quite disagree with that person. Anyway, Randy Wilson has given a reply, because every day, every single day, at least 100 join the community. It is not a bad business. It's not a bad multiplication. But we're still doing more. The only thing we need to do is to task ourselves individually. When you say it's not growing, how many do you bring? It's not growing on your side. You're not growing. Yes, you're not growing. It's you that's not growing, not TBS that's not growing. So let's not make mistake about that. Do your own part. Let me do my own part. And for sure, TBC is going to pass this stage. Everything that is at the starting point is always difficult. It's like someone crying. Someone starting to cry. For you to move a cry, it takes time. But when you are already in the spirit of the crying, it flows. So, if you have problem how to, get people to join TBC, humble yourself and learn. Learn online. Join the different groups of training that we have, and you'll be getting ideas. Even if you are a passive member in that group, you're just listening and following what is happening, like I do sometimes. I follow such groups, but I'm learning. I like to learn. I like to listen. The Truman Show that Randy Wilson recommended, I've not watched it. I can't even say what it's all about, but I'm in the process of downloading it, and I see that it's a very heavy file. It's still on process. It's the one now, and it has not finished downloading. I think maybe it's network or the network I'm using, but I'm determined to download it to the full. It's the full length video of the Truman Show. There are so many of all these recommendations by the broadcasters that when you apply them, it exposes you, not just in TBC, in every aspect of your life. You'll be like, oh, have I been blind? Why have I not known this all this while? Talking about the flat earth, the fluoride, and other things that we are learning. You come to think about it. This is a conscientious effort by the elites to blind, and like the other young man said, I forgot the man mentioned by Randy Wilson, who gave a speech or a training to bankers in the United States in 1924 that says that their intent is to make the debtors docile so that they'll be easily controlled and managed. And that's exactly what the elites are doing. They want to make us docile. We can't even talk, we can reason, we can work together, create that dichotomy by fractional human control. In fact, humanity controlled. It's working for them. It's working for them. But why will it not work with the type of mentality we have? We have to shrug out the entanglements, and you find out that we'll be able to think straight and understand why things are this way. And if we do, I'm sure that the end justify the means. We'll get there. Rome is not built in a day. Rome is not built in a day. So I want to stop here. Next time I will want to, maybe the experience I've gotten from the books I'm reading now, I'll be able to share some of them in order to enlighten us and help in exposing us the more in seeing how the 1% elite are working very tirelessly to put us under their control, and then how we also indirectly agreeing to them or working for them to achieve their aim. But this time around, TBC have changed the hand of the clock and want to challenge the elites and tell them that, look, there could be abundance, that scarcity is artificial. There could be prosperity, poverty is artificial, and all those things. So before we challenge the elites, we have to first of all challenge ourselves. How to first of all challenge ourselves? Challenge ourselves that we are ready to break away. We're ready to face what is happening frontally.